What they call the free kill law is basically an exception to Florida's wrongful death statute when it comes to medical malpractice. And it's the only area of law that I'm aware of where the exception applies. And what it says is that if you die and your survivors are not your spouse or minor children, so children, they use the term minor, but they're children that are any children over 25. So if you don't have a surviving spouse and your children are all grown and over 25, then those children in that case, while they're deemed survivors, they really don't have any claim for the lion's share of their pain and suffering and their grief and their loss, even though that loss is just the same as anyone else's. The flip side of it is if you're a parent and you lose a child and that child is over 25. I had a niece, she passed right after her 25th birthday. Her mother could not even investigate or pursue, was there any issues here with the care she was receiving because she wasn't married, she didn't have children of her own, and she was over 25. And so there's been a lot of publicity recently on the lot, and I think there's a couple parents primarily that have been spearheading, and some children as well with older parents that passed, but that, these are egregious medical errors, and the claims really can't be pursued in Florida other than for what are called economic damages, but the pain and suffering, the grief, all of those damages that lawyers generally would be prosecuting these cases to recover compensation for the victims, survivors, those damages just aren't there under the free kill law. So last legislative session, it came up, but it got shot down. It's going to come up again. It keeps coming up, but a lot of time the legislature is kind of horse trading just to remove it and to level the playing field. Instead of just removing it, they want to trade caps on damages or other aspects in the field of medical malpractice as a trade-off for removing this, because even conservative legislatures know that it's not right.